All right, everyone. So today, what we're working on is an investigation. And this investigation has three questions, right? So here are three guiding questions. The first one is, what is the charge of the piece of paper? And the piece of paper right here to your right, all they are loose leaf piece of paper that were cut into little chunks. Okay, so that's the first investigative question. The second investigative question is, what is the charge of the top tape? So we're going to talk about what we mean by top tape, bottom tape, but the third question is, what is the charge of the bottom tape? So we're going to use these three questions to guide our investigation. All right, so as we're going through this investigation, you're going to kind of come across a few terms. You should have already defined these terms in the actual Go formative. What I want you guys to kind of focus on is when you hear these in context of this investigation, just really see how the definitions are or supplement how they're used within the context that they're used in. So again, those five words are electrostatic forces, attract, repel. What does it mean to lose electrons, and then what does it mean to gain electrons? Okay. So before we get started, let's go ahead and build a base. Right. So when this is just the introduction, right? The basic knowledge of our investigation. The first one, right? So here's the five things that you may need. So you'll need a balloon, a straw, or a pen, one of those three, and you'll need these piece of paper, right? It could be loose leaf, it could be an envelope, whatever it is. Just make sure you cut them into very, very small pieces, and then use a fleecy sweater, or even if you have long hair, you could use long hair. Okay, so I have all three in front of me. So I have a straw, a balloon, and also a pen. So I'm going to use all three of them for this part. So what I want you all to do is take your pen or your straw or the balloon, and I want you to sorry, I was getting my fleecy sweater. So here's my fleecy sweater. What you'll do is you'll take your straw and then rub it right against the actual sweater. Now take the pen in this case and place it right over those pieces of paper and see if you can collect any of these pieces of paper. Hold on, this sweater is not working too well, so I'm going to use a different sweater, and let's see if this works. Pen isn't working too well, so we're going to use a straw. Let's try the straw. Give us a second. Okay, so this straw seemed to work a little bit better. So notice what it's doing with the actual pieces of paper. And you can kind of see that they're being picked up. So there is some kind of electrostatic force present there. Are they attracting? Are they repelling? That's the question that we should really ask ourselves, right? So in this case, right, what's going on, and this is one thing that you'll see in the simulation, right? So the simulation will give you a deeper detail as to, is this straw gaining or losing electrons? And also, what's happening to those pieces of paper and why is it that they're attracted? Good. So again, I did it with the straw. I'm also going to try to do it with the balloon. The pen didn't work so well, so hopefully you can have a straw or a balloon near. The balloon's going to work pretty well, so I'm just going to, right, and you're going to see how all of them kind of just stick up, and you can actually see all of that interaction present. Okay, so with that said, go ahead and answer the following questions and move on to the simulation.